Everyone, today I'm going to show you some watercolor techniques and how to make a watercolor landscape. So for this image or for this picture, what I'm going to do, I'm going to combine a couple of pictures. I have this beautiful sunset picture from my backyard and combine it with a beach picture that I took a few months ago, and I want to combine these two to make a nice beach picture. So why a combination? Because I like the beach picture, but at the same time I like the colors of this one better. So as you can see, I'm gonna start painting it and just show you the process of creating it. I'm gonna put the camera down, and so for this project specifically, you will need you would need a paper, of course. You would need paint, so watercolor paper, and as you can see, I put a masking tape around it, and yep, perfect. And then I have watercolor. I have a lot of different varieties of watercolor, but I have chosen to use Crayola for today because I'm supposing a lot of you have that easy access. But these are my Sakura watercolors. These are artist quality watercolors, and there are 24 colors of different types. I usually don't use black or white and black. I try to avoid it as much as possible when I'm using watercolor because the beauty of watercolor is that its transparency, and once you add white to stuff, the transparency goes away. So let's try with Sakura colors, and I like to keep the water close to me so that I don't accidentally knock things off. I'm gonna keep it next to me, and I'll start with painting. Okay, I'll start with the sky first and actually paint the whole surface and just follow through. So the step one in creating a beautiful watercolor artwork is making sure the surface of your work that you're working on, especially if you're working on washes, that it is wet. And so I took a paintbrush and I wet the surface. Now I'm going to start with yellow because it's easy. That's an easy color to get messed up. So I'll start with a lemon yellow, and I'm gonna add a little bit orange to it. So as you can see, the colors are all pretty and they're blending in beautifully because of the wetness of the paper. Now if your paper wasn't wet, they would just, like, the water would dry right there. Okay, now I'm adding some pink to it. And remember, same thing, your water has to be really wet. Oh, your paper surface has to be wet. So I'm going to pull some of this below as well, some yellow below as well. And now I have kind of mixed a little bit of purple to my red. So look how I'm overlapping the shades right on top of each other almost, and then I'm gonna stop. Okay, so now comes the stage 2 where you focus on blues and purple. Now I'm gonna take slightly more paint in my brush, and see how I switched the brush to a round brush, and then I'm gonna create another wash, but this time just going like that. I know there's some pink clouds in between, so I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna leave them as it is. I can add some purple to the blue, and you add purple to the blue, it naturally blends into a different shade of blue and a purple and a pink. So I'm just gonna put some lines that go through and let it not stress out about having it perfect, because this is watercolor, it has its own mind. The best is to just let it do what it does. As long as you don't mix blue close to yellow, you will be fine. Okay, so now I want to go to the beach picture. I'm done with this. You have to kind of wait for it to dry now. Okay, so in my beach picture, there are some purple mountains here. So I'm gonna just put some mountains and see the water, what the water does. My paper is really wet right now, so it's probably just gonna merge it, but that's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it at this point. So now I have the purple base set up. I'm gonna introduce some blue to it, just a little.